G'day, this is the infamous Marcus Deegan with the notorious Conor McGregor here in Las Vegas, and you need Brotivation.
All right, so you are.
James O'Neill.
Okay, and can you tell us a little bit about your work of art here?
This is a sculpture of Conor McGregor that I carved out of a single piece of a maple tree. It took over 700 hours. It's hand carved with chisels, a lot of sanding, finished with polyurethane. It's life size, 5'9", on a 10-inch pedestal for a total height about 6'8", 230 pounds.
As you can clearly see today, Brock Lesnar was a little bit more candid than usual. His WWE persona as the Beast kind of like allows Paul Heyman to do the talking for him, where he carries the action. But you can clearly see from the clips, from the footage today at the media conference, that Brock is pretty charismatic. He played along with the media. He was quite excited, very jovial, despite the fact that he's going up against Mark Hunt. Like I stated, Brock Lesnar opened up the favorite, and then everybody put their money on Mark Hunt. So right now, I think Brock Lesnar is a plus 150 underdog. Sure to change by time we get to the weigh-ins and by time we get to fight night. Also, you saw that Daniel Cormier and John Jones, these guys just can't get along. They'll never get along, even after this fight is over. John is looking at this as his coronation, as his crowning moment of his comeback. He's had a long road that he's had to climb to get to where he is now, from his sobriety to the legal problems that he ran into. And Daniel himself had to fight over some nagging injuries. He's aged, as was highlighted in the press conference, but nonetheless, the two will clash. I think that, like I said, I know and I feel that this will not go 5 rounds. Someone's going to get cut, someone's going to get submitted, someone's going to get tapped out, someone's going to get choked out, someone may get knocked out.
Got green.
She ain't in the party with a boyfriend. 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 She ain't in the party with a boyfriend.
In the party with the homegirls, one leg up, dancing their own world.
My health is behind me. I'm sitting here at UFC 200, soaking it all in. I feel great. It's good to be here. It's good to be back. There's nothing else to say. It's just, I'm here. I feel great. That's it.
Hey, DC, a question for you. How difficult is it now for you to listen to kind of John, talk about the window, you give you the little taunts? I know you said your attitude has changed, but to be sitting there next to him and listen to that, is that difficult for you?
No, not really. This is a game, like to him it's a game. This is no game to me. I'm not here to talk and jibber and jabber and argue like we've been doing before. I'm here to kick his ass on Saturday. So I'd rather show him than tell him I'm done talking and jibber and jabber. I'm ready to fight. I can show him the things that we've done training better than I can actually say it to you guys out here.
On the conference call, Daniel made the point that you're the world's oldest 28-year-old man and that you're a middle-aged guy at 28 years old. Can you respond to that? And do you feel like your choice
We'll see. We'll see who's the 4-year-old on Saturday.
You guys had a string of decisions. When you won the title, you had a lot of finishes right away. Now you've had a string of decisions. What do you think the difference is between finishing a guy and just going 5 rounds and getting your arm raised at the end of his decision?
Yeah, I definitely went through a spree where I was finishing everybody, some legends of the sport. And my last 4 fights have been by decision. I don't like the fact that I'm going to decision a lot. I think it's just my maturity in martial arts. I just couldn't get really smart, and I know that Owen St. Cruz was definitely the fight that I should have finished. I'm gonna try to make up for that one on Saturday by finishing DC. I really feel like I can do it.
Kane, you're similar, I guess, to Brock in a way that your health has cost you, the ability to hold the championship and cost you whatever. Where do you stand now? Do you feel like your body can hold up to not only the fights you got, but how you push yourself in training, put yourself through so much in training? Can your body stand up to that much?
I haven't really worked that before, so having Kane there, where there are very few days where I actually get to win, and it helps me deal with adversity, it helps me raise my level of intensity, it just does everything. It actually means the world to me to having him in preparation for this fight.
Question for John, over here straight ahead.
Yes, that's totally how I feel. Yeah, had a long year, really long year. Court cases and lawsuits and just a whole bunch of stuff, Forget about it. Yeah, forget about it, right? I think a big part of me forgetting about it and being able to move forward in my life is by redeeming myself completely, doing the right things in the future. But getting this belt back is a huge part of that, and that's what I'm gonna do.
And a question for Daniel. After the conference call last week, you get the impression that John thinks that he's in your head, perhaps more so than going into the first fight, and if so, how would you respond to someone who thinks that he's in your head?
Obviously, I think about him daily, about the fighter, obviously, so he is in my head in that aspect, but man, if you spent a day in my life and all the joking and the manipulating and all this other stuff, you would know that this guy doesn't have the ability to actually get in my head as he thinks. But it's good. He's in my head because we're fighting, but the ability to manipulate me is not, that's not real at all.
Okay. And just a couple for Brock. Good to see you again, Brock. It has been almost 6 years, actually 5.5 years, I believe, since we were last here. Did you have a moment yesterday when you checked in and looked around and maybe smelled the roses and said, wow, I can't believe I'm actually here again? Is it somewhat surreal? Because I remember in the ESPN interview last year, you essentially said you weren't going to fight again. So did you have a moment where you were almost taken back that you actually made it all the way back here?
Yeah, actually, when I flew in, I've been taking it all in, because in years past, you kind of just, I took it for granted. Not only take it for granted, but I wasn't mentally in the right place. So, yeah, 100%. I'm really happy to walk in and check in. Everything. It boils down to everything. Even flying into Vegas. I've flown into Vegas before and past. When I retired, and just had that same feeling of, this city's been great to me, and so yeah, 100%.
And then 2 last quick ones. Eddie Alvarez said recently that he sparred 150 rounds for his title fight tomorrow. This all came together rather quickly for you. How many rounds did you spar for this fight?
Brock's gonna answer you, okay? That was good.
What did you say?
I was wondering how many rounds you were able to spar for this fight. Because with all-
3,000.
Oh, there. I got a question for Dara. Dara, you got 5 titles.
If I look at the facts, the main event of the fight and the co-main event of the fight weren't even at that press conference. So it is what it is. August 20th is my date, UFC 202, the real 200.
Brotivation Sports, Smart Sports here with Johnny Hendricks. Question, let's look at your career in two modes. When you were streaking, when you were hot, then you hit a wall. What do you attribute to hitting the wall? Was it inside dynamics in terms of strategy, or was it outside distractions?
Was it a wall? Let's see here. I lost a very close decision to, 70% still think I won. 2 different title fights, and I've lost them both. And where have I lost them both at? Here in Vegas. So, yeah, I don't call that a wall, for one. 2, yeah, I did lose my last fight, but, you know, you fight, how many years has it been since I fought a top 5 opponent? And I think it's been 3.5 years now. I fought a top 5 or a contender to be, or a belt. So whenever you fight people like that, sooner or later somebody's gonna get your number. It just happens. But what I've done is, like I said, it's just nice to sort of take a step back, and that's sort of what I've done, is take a step back and say, the past is the past. Forget about it. Yeah, I don't care about the former welterweight champion. I don't care about any of that stuff, because that was all history. What I want to do is now I have to make sure that I move forward the way that I want to.
You know, you said you fought the elite of your division consistently for the past 3.5 years. Do you think it would have been more advantageous had you taken a step back earlier as opposed to now to refocus?
No, because if I did that, look at our division. It's stacked. I mean, the top 10, any one of them could literally be one fight away from a title shot, or they could get the title shot without fighting somebody. Does that make sense? I mean, it is a stacked division. So whenever you look at that, if you take time away, well, guess what? You might lose it, and not only that, but then somebody else fills that void. And then you got to fight 2 more to get to where you're at anyway. So sometimes it's better to be in there training and competing than pulling out.
Last question. You previously mentioned that you've added a new dynamic to your training camp with lighter boxers in the lightweight, 140 welterweight, 147-pound division that would be boxing. How have they sharpened your precision in terms of targeting with your overhand right, your uppercuts, your shots to the body? What has that done for your stand-up game with your hands?
It's done everything. Is that even though they move their head, the way that my body can make quick adjustments. So like if I throw a jab and I'm throwing a jab, I see his body move a certain way. I can sort of anticipate, is his head going to be here? I might miss, but I might hit. And if a guy's sitting there moving his head, move, and I'm hitting him as he's moving his head, that could be a deterrent where, hey, I'm either going to get hit if I don't move my head or if I do. Which one could be worse? If I move my head, I might not see the punch come. It could be a knockout, right? So I think that's really what's helped me, is not only that, but also speed. Going with those guys, seeing fast hands coming at you. Not only that, but also more than 2 punches. Like most MMA guys, they throw 2 to 3 punches, right? Bop, bop, bop. Where a boxer, they might throw 6. You're like, oh, okay. And then you find the gaps. Bop, 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 boom. I stopped him. I landed a shot. Okay, that made him reset. Now I can go off on offense. Or, you land, and then you automatically go into your offense right after that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's helped me out a ton.
So it's safe to assume that we're going to see a new and improved counter-punching tactic from Johnny Hendricks?
Yeah, I do believe that my counter-punching is there.
Okay.
I think it's been there. We just had to refine it, and refine it means getting those little dudes. You know what I mean? Like Reyes boxing, they have amazing boxers there, and they've been throwing quick jabs, overhand lefts, body shots, hooks. I mean, everything and anything you could think of at me, and I really thank them for everything they've done.
All right, thank you for your time. Looking forward to the improvements.
Thank you.
Put your shades on for this one? All right. She's way too cool. Right now we're here with Juliana Pena on Brotivation Sports. How are you feeling today?
Great, how are you?
I'm great. Now I'm just going to get to it. From a tactical standpoint, both of you and Kat like to scrap. What do you think are your advantages from a tactical standpoint coming into this fight?
I'm the better fighter, and I'm going to show you why.
Overall, you feel that she'll have some ring rust that you can capitalize on, or do you think that from the start you're just going to come out hellfire and brimstone?
I'm not counting on that. I'm counting on the fact that I'm going to be better on the ground, better on the feet, and I'm going to be able to beat her wherever the fight goes.
They say after a long delay or a major injury that sometimes fighters lose a thing or two. They may lose a step, they may lose their timing. Do you feel that you're going to exhibit any of that, or do you feel that Kat may display some of those losses in terms of timing and precision coming in after a delay?
When you're coming off a loss, you're a lot stronger, so I'm banking on the fact that she's going to be coming in there a lot hungrier than ever, especially after her embarrassing loss with Ronda in 14 seconds. She's going to be coming out like a bat out of hell, and so am I. So I think that I'm not looking at the fact that she hasn't been in the cage for a year. That makes no difference to me, and she's going to come out swinging, and so am I. So.
Okay, lastly, I do have a strong female audience that watches my program. Can you please give us from toe to top some of the names of the designers that you're wearing, because you have an immaculate, exquisite outfit. So can you please tell us, how'd you come up with that creatively?
Shoot, the shoes are Aldo, I forget the designer. This is BCBG, and these are Versace.
Okay. Now, you're one of the most stylish dressers in the UFC. Do you think you might be able to parlay this into a fashion week career or something of the sort?
I would love to. I'm very much a girly girl, and I love getting dolled up and getting dressed up, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you can be fierce and strong in the cage and feminine and beautiful outside the cage.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You think it's a good idea for him to come back after 3 years? You're going to make this one count.
I think it's a great idea for him to come back. Just not the middleweight. Stay down there, George.
And Bisping against George. What do you think?
Bisping against George. I mean, I'm not a fan.
Do you think y'all will have to have a trilogy before you? Do you have to see it one more time before your career's over with?
I don't know. We'll see how this all plays out. I feel like if I get the fight, we'll get the trilogy. If we don't, I don't know if we'll get it.
James, go!
Make way.
Are you gonna wear it tonight or what? Oh, look, here's.
Connor here.
So we got.
Alright, hey, sir, take a break, take a break.
Face off.
Not happy. Guys, if you don't have wristbands, I don't want you back here. Come on.
I told her she could come
Okay,
through.
yeah, if she's good. Everybody else, if you don't have wristbands.
And I'm gonna get a photo of you guys facing off for the Twitter, okay? Alright.
Tell me you're a fan of me.
You need to get out the glove.
We interrupt the normal scheduled programming of Brotivation Sports to bring you an update. As of now, it is 12:15 p.m. on the East Coast, 9:15 here on the West Coast. As I am uploading the show, just been notified that John Jones has been suspended and booted off of UFC 200 for possible doping violations. There are some substances that are on the banned list. There are details that have not been revealed yet, but Champ Creed will definitely head to the streets of Las Vegas to garner and gauge the sentiment of the fans that I know for sure are disappointed, to see what the actual substance was, and to kind of figure out how they put the pieces together, because now Brock Lesnar versus Mark Hunt is the main event. But damn, I don't know if a career can recover from this. All credibility gone. But nonetheless, we'll investigate and we'll find out what's happening with John Jones.
Nate, I'm waiting for you, Nate. I'm waiting for you, man. You alright? Yeah. How you doing, man?
I gotta get a photo of y'all facing off.
it at that conference. I almost got it at the conference, yeah? Come on, Nate. Come over here.
They get one of y'all facing
Would you like
off.
to hold my belt, Nate? Keep that belt. Now you're in the middle, motherfucker.
Can I get y'all facing off, please, for the Twitter?
Would it be okay to hold
No,
that
not
belt?
facing off.
No?
No,
Okay.
not facing
Okay.
Unless
No, it's okay.
Okay, we got
All right.
we got cleared out. Okay, we got cleared out. Next, Okay, come on, move it. Everybody else gotta go. Come on. Hey, everybody get back.
My man just lost $1 million, B.
Sick. Vegas Dave is sick somewhere right now.
What's your show? Tell him your show.
The Corner Podcast Wednesday. He's our guest. He's gonna be upset. He's tight.
I'm gonna be there just to hang out.
This is Champ Creed, and you're watching the Brotivation UFC Fight Week Diary. UFC 200 is in the books. UFC 202 is going to be the next big thing here in Vegas with this guy here as the main event with Nate Diaz. With this guy here as the main event with Nate Diaz. And trust me, you do not want to miss that. Episode 3 of Brotivation coming up soon after the Brotivation Diary. And oh yeah, we're bringing out the big guns.